Sasha Banks and Naomi not only let themselves down, not only let their fellow wrestlers down, the whole company and everyone that works for WWE down, but the fans as well. Those were the words uttered by Michael Cole. And don't forget that he is just a puppet. He's got Vince McMahon's hand shoved right up his ass, and he's doing the talking. He's just a ventriloquist dummy, man. That's all he is. He's a puppet. No more. Just a voice. And how these two women have been treated. Absolutely disgusting. How dare you? How dare you? You know who's let down? The fans, the wrestlers, for years upon years upon years. And everyone that's worked there, the creative team, have let everyone down. Vince McMahon himself letting everyone down with the bullshit we have to put up with week in, week out from the creative team. The shows suck. All the wrestlers agree. It's becoming very clear now. No one believed the words Michael Cole said. I doubt he even believed the words that he was spurting out of his mouth. Just regurgitating. Just word vomit coming up. You could see the one person that told the whole story was sitting right next to him. The look on Pat McAfee's face and the fact he said absolutely nothing, kept his mouth shut. Because you know how he really feels. He didn't say a damn thing. He's pissed off as well. I'm betting he's got their back, like a lot of other people backstage. Bullshit on the highest level. The way they have treated these two women. The creative in this company have let everyone down. The storytelling is... There are no storylines anymore. Your champions mean nothing. They're not featured correctly apart from one guy. Roman Reigns. And then you're pretending on this show that you care about tag team wrestling. Do me a favor. You haven't cared about tag team wrestling ever. I'd say back in the 80s, maybe you gave a shit. But apart from that, it's just been diabolical. There's bits and parts where you do care and then you just throw it away again. And this show was all about tag team wrestling, supposedly, tonight. History was made. But no one really cares. All everyone's talking about is what Michael Cole said, and rightly so. Stand with Sasha and Naomi. They've been indefinitely suspended. Will they want to come back? Who knows? Does Sasha Banks need to come back? Who knows? I know they're contracted to the WWE. Will they sit out their contracts and go elsewhere? Will they try and get them terminated? Possibly. Who knows? Sasha Banks is one of the most popular, if not the most popular, women's wrestler of all time. She's transcended into the movies. Well, not movies, TV shows. She's making her way to the movies, though. Trust me. Already in The Mandalorian, did a great job there. Everyone loved her by all accounts on the set. And there's going to be more to come from that girl. Very, very talented indeed. And with Snoop Dogg's connections, who knows where she could go. As for Naomi, it's a bit of a trickier one, considering who her husband is. And after what had happened, you were thinking tonight, oh no. No. Are they going to fuck with him tonight of all nights? Didn't go down that way, though. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I don't know about Naomi. Hasn't got such a bigger following. She's got fans, though. She's got fans. Not to say that she hasn't, but not as big as Sasha Banks, I'd say. Maybe people will disagree. But for her, she's very talented, though. Very, very talented and underutilized massively. Like a lot of other girls that are very talented. She ain't one of the ones that are just riding the coattails. Do you know what I mean? She's been there for a damn long time, and they've done not much with her. When she's won gold, they've done nothing. Just shoved to the side, forgotten about. Just like most of the women in this company that are talented, just forgotten about, not given enough. Not the storylines don't mean anything. Just nothing. Just bullshit creative. Letting them down time and time again, and letting all our fans down as well. You do it week in, week out with your bullshit effort of TV shows. You let us down. You let your talent down by putting them out there and making them perform for you. Perform this crap that you've given them. They do their damn best in the ring. They wipe their asses off week in, week out, and you're just not up to the same level. That's the problem here. The talent in the ring is up here in the WWE with the majority of the roster. The creative is somewhere down here. Do you know what I mean? It's just bullshit that you're saying that they let us down. No, no, no. It's that stupid pensioner who's still in charge. Fucking perverted pensioner. Needs to piss off. Anyway, we move on to the show. And the bloodline. The best thing about this damn show are in the ring. The best thing about the WWE, the only thing they obviously care about, they're knocking it out the park week in, week out. Paul Heyman is fantastic. The Usos are brilliant. And Roman Reigns, head of the table, your tribal chief. Just fucking acknowledge him. You'll feel much better for it. Great promo, great way to start the show and build towards the main event. And they did do a good job of that, I will say. They did a good job of building to this main event throughout the night, showing packages of the Usos, packages of RK Bro. This was actually quite a decent show, I will admit. Got a good match for the first match. Sami Zayn versus Nakamura. What's not to love? Sami Zayn, I'm loving how he's like the little weasel trying to weasel his way into the bloodline, wearing a t-shirt, being their little snitch. Yeah, good match though. Him and Nakamura telling a good story. Been a decent feud so far. One win each. I think we could have a rubber match at some point. Why not? Good contest. Good storytelling. Sami Zayn trying to get a cheap win, cheap victory with a count-out victory. Doesn't work for him. Nakamura reverses it and plays him at his own game, tries to get the count-out victory. Zayn managed to roll back in the ring, but boom, gets met with a Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Down, 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 do, 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 do. Nakamura won. And now we move on to the second match of the night. We've got Gunther, talk about shit creative, defeating Drew Gulak. Just squashes the geezer, then beats him up after the match. Here comes Ricochet to make a save. So it looks like we're getting Gunther versus Ricochet for the IC title at some point. Yes, please, not a bad contest. Bit of a clash of styles there. Could we see Gunther as the new Intercontinental Champion? Hopefully they're going to start doing something with that belt. It means absolutely nothing. Now, remember the days of Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat, Bret Hart, British Bulldog. That title was main event in pay-per-views or premium live events, as they want to call it now. Talk about shit creative. You want to talk about more shit creative? Max Dupree. I think I got that right. Max Dupree. Max Dupree, ladies and gentlemen, is in charge of a male model agency. You might know Max Dupree better as maybe L.A. Knight from NXT or Eli Drake, dummy, yeah, from Impact Wrestling. But no, now he's been given a great name. Creative have knocked another one into touch. What the hell? Out of bounds. Foul ball. This is just dog shit, isn't it? Max Dupree. And you know the way he was saying his name, you know he was there with Vince. That's what Vince McMahon was doing with him. This is how you're going to say. He's like, what? Max Dupree? No, Max Dupree. My goodness. What a load of tosh. What a load of dross, man. Who's coming up with this crap? Shotzi, Raquel, Aaliyah. What was this, man? These three girls, man. It's just terrible. How is Shotzi bullying the big girl? What the hell is that about? She should have just got bitch slapped, man. What are they doing to Raquel Gonzalez or Raquel Rodriguez? Now, what is the point? What? I know it rolls off the tongue, but Raquel Rodriguez sounds a little bit, I suppose, a little bit better than Raquel Gonzalez. Whatever. She defeated Shotzi Blackpurt, but that's not the problem. The finisher's fantastic. That one-arm powerbomb is absolutely amazing, but the look is awful. That outfit she's wearing is dreadful. And her as a baby face, no thank you. I don't want to see her smiley coming down to the ring, turning around and showing her back. What is that about? This girl's a killer. We don't want to see her as like this. This is not her. This is not the one we wanted to come up from NXT. What have you done, creative? Again, letting your talent down. Week in, week out. Letting the fans down. Week in, week out. Thank you very much, Vince McMahon. You're fucking it up again. Butch, another great creative name. Can't wait. You can see it in lights, Kanye. He's going to main event WrestleMania one day. Butch versus Roman Reigns. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Loses to Xavier Woods with the backwoods. What the fuck, man? Great way to introduce someone. Just keep beating him. Then he runs off. Then he throws a tantrum. This is Pete Dunne, people. Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness. Then we got the stupid comments from Michael Cole. Like I said, he's an absolute puppet. Vince McMahon's hand is shoved straight up his ass. Surprised you can't see it coming out of his mouth. Probably has to move his fingers out of the way so Cole can brush his teeth. Naomi and Sasha are suspended indefinitely. The tag team titles have been stripped. And we're getting a tournament, ladies and gentlemen, because their tag team division is so stacked. There's so much going on there. We've got so many teams that they care about. What a joke. They do not care about tag team wrestling one iota. Let's make that clear. They do not care about women's wrestling that much either. Past a couple of them. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey. That's the only ones they really care about. What have they done for Bianca since she's won the title? What stories have been lined up for her? She's been a bit part at best. She's been an extra in the scene. Just a dummy in the corner. Do you know what I mean? It's useless. Crap creative. You're letting your champions down. You're letting your talent down. You're letting the fans down. You are letting us all down. Joke, man. Joke. Finally, great match, though, for the main event, I will say. Usos versus RK Bro. The right team won the match. They the ones and them the twos. They got 2 belts now. And you will now not just acknowledge Roman Reigns. You will also acknowledge the Usos and the Bloodline. The most dominant faction of all time. Every belt, they've got them all. Both tag titles, both world titles. Why not add the rest of them? Why not have Jimmy and Jay win the IC and the US titles? Why not have all the gold? Get it all. Great way to win the match, though. I like how Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns get involved, and the aftermath of the match was brilliant. Sets it up nicely now. Roman Reigns choking out Randy Orton. It's coming. Orton versus Reigns. Maybe Hell in a Cell. Maybe that's a bit too quick, though. Maybe they're going for that for SummerSlam. I'm down with that. Even Riddle maybe could get a match with someone with Reigns as well. But they put his ass through a table, the Usos. So the feud's not far from done. And where was Drew McIntyre? He left their asses hanging, man. I would have thought he would have made a surprise entrance at the end there to save them, but no, no, no. Heels keep their heat. We switch off the show in a good way. But like I said, those stupid comments from Michael Cole are what everyone's thinking about and what everyone's talking about. Thank you very much for watching Wrestling Bants. Hit the subscribe button, hit the comments up. Let me know what you think of the show, and like and share. Thank you very much for watching. Stay lucky, everyone.